Alright. Just 1 second. I just need to, honestly just check if everything's working. I have a cool thing to show today. Been working on it like all week. I just have to make sure I have the audio right, just because I think, like, second hardest thing to set up on Linux is probably audio, in my opinion. But, we'll see. Uh, 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. My bitrate was like absolutely screwed up. I don't know what that was all about. I need to go just check if my audio is working right. It's a bit quiet, so I should probably like put a filter on it. Maybe make it like a little bit get louder with the gain filter. Cause when I was testing this the other day, it's like my audio was fine. Like I thought it was like reasonably loud, but like now that I'm looking at it, it's like it's a little quiet, and I might need to up it later. Uh, hmm. Right. So, I kind of wanted to structure this stream kind of like a video, because I do want to upload this later. But as you can see, I'm not quite on the Windows desktop anymore. It's a little different. I'm on Linux now, which is absolutely wonderful. So I'd like to sort of go through this like slideshow and just sort of show what I've been working on. Cause despite being a little busy these past couple days, I still had time to at least work on this. So okay, I one sec. I was gonna do like the slideshow mode, but I didn't like how it just covered up my other screen. It's just like that, and I was like, okay. So I'll just roll with this. But pretty much, I just wanted to show my Linux showcase, and eventually just sort of like upload this to YouTube, just to maybe inspire other people to try Linux. Uh, Sorry. Especially because like I think right now a lot of people are just so done with Windows 11 that like people are starting to make the jump over. So who knows? Like a little bit about me. This is basically like me saying who I am again. I am a graduate of computer science. I graduated around like 2 years ago. Still haven't had a job yet. But I've basically pretty much been going back to school to get some additional training in IT, and like I want to go into cybersecurity because I think that's really interesting. So like maybe you might find my liking of Linux a little biased. Uh, and I've used Mac for probably the longest time. I've definitely been bullied for it, understandably, by everyone who had a Windows machine back in the day. Still do. And like yeah, I mean I'm more familiar with it. And if you know anything about Mac, it's basically Linux, just slightly different. And I've pretty much been using Windows for a long, like, kind of a longer time, but I've never really like used it for anything. I just use it to like browse like YouTube and stuff. You know how it is. So like some extra context. Like as I mentioned, I use a lot of Windows and Mac. And yeah, I I think my favorite OSs are probably just like Mac, Windows XP. I think was pretty cool. I remember like back in the day, I would pretty much turn an entire Windows machine that was running XP into like a pirate theme, and that was like really cool. Um, I definitely like. I think my favorite is like 10, just because like that was like when I could actually play games on a computer. That wasn't like the space pinball game if you ever tried that. And then Windows 7, I just think was really cool. Had a lot of fashion, had a lot of style. Uh, but then it got retired, so yeah. I tried Linux in the past before, and it was okay. Like in the VM, you can't really experience Linux, especially if you don't like give it like a ton of resources, or not even like a ton, like just more resources than like the minimum. And I just thought it was like it's like okay. I don't really see myself using it as much. And then one day I tried to install Pop OS. I completely got rid of Windows, and it was like one of the worst experiences. Like just fixing and like pretty much wiping my entire drive, which you kind of already do by reformatting it, and just getting Windows to boot on it, and it was terrible. So I think for maybe like a couple months after that, like I was just like the biggest Linux hater. Uh, Pretty much, I don't like the way Windows 11 is handling a bunch of stuff. So that's kind of why I decided to switch over to Linux, or at least give it a shot, like a more fairer shot, like actually dual booting instead, and like slowly building up the just operating system, like I guess like the desktop environment, just making a bunch of cool stuff. It's free, it's open source, so there's no like worry about it. I know there's some distros that are premium. I'm not gonna run those distros. And it's just been a great learning experience for like me, because like I do a bunch of computer science stuff. I've been learning a lot of commands lately, and like just really digging into like computers. And if you're also a CS major, there's like a bit of like I think it's like a responsibility thing where it's like you should try Linux anyways, because it creates like competition for Windows 11 or like any other like OS out there to just do better, and not make a bunch of weird like unwanted changes to like the way it works. Like I think everyone complains about ads in the start menu, even though you could actually turn those off. But I think they're running in the background anyway, so it actually eats up a ton of resources. And like it's like I've just discovered how awful Windows actually is by just running with Linux for a little bit. Like I I want to show like my new internet speeds, because they're really fast now, because it's not getting throttled by a mysterious unseen background process that you just like you can't see. You just can't see it. Nobody knows what it is. But it takes like almost like around like 50 to 200 gigabits of like just speed, and it's ridiculous. Uh, so if you ever want like if you just feel like your computer's slow, or that your thing should be running faster or should be more stable, you should consider Linux. And I just think it looks cool. I did a lot of custom theming. It's gonna be a little hard to see. I mean, you've seen like my wallpaper. I thought I'd make it Nikkei themed because I don't know. I think it's like a tradition on Linux to just have a lot of anime waifus on your screen. Which, you know, yeah, I'm down with that. But, like, yeah, I spent, like, probably 2 days just theming all my stuff, and it was a lot of fun. And then now I'm just gonna kind of demo, like, this music player. I was, like, kind of trying to get working. I think I had that on my other workspace, which, like, if you never worked with workspaces before, it's, like, a total game changer. I will quickly check if this is working on my... This is showing properly. I also need to switch the viewing mode. Just because. Let's see here. I think it's properties. Yeah. I could do like my full workspace. Like, yeah, you could just see everything now. And that's what I'm working with here. This is a pretty good time to, I'm assuming you could probably read that. I don't know. But here's pretty much like my specs. It's a little overkill. Like, I don't need to run Linux with this kind of setup, but I'm doing it anyways because I can. But yeah, I'm deciding to use Nobara because it's a Fedora-based distro. It's made by like I think one guy, or maybe one guy in like a team, and it just seemed like pretty reasonable. And let me just show like what I was working on, like to get working, which is like RMPC. It's pretty much just really cool little like. It stands for like Rust Music Player. And so I kind of have like this really nice terminal-based like music player. This isn't like the default. Like I need to edit this later. I kind of want it to be like more red, since everything I have is like red. Like yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. You can listen to the FTL soundtrack. I have like other stuff. I don't think it would have been that cool. I don't know how long I'll actually make this stream. Probably not too long because I do want to upload this to YouTube. I actually only have one drive connected, or one drive for my Linux machine because it's like it's a 1 terabyte SSD. And then I was gonna go kidnap my 2 terabyte hard drive. I just haven't had the chance to like go and do that. Which, if you're wondering, like, oh, like, you know, I don't really like this because it's like all keyboard controls. Like, it has mouse like, capability too. Yeah, let me go put like NeoFetch on like the other screen so I could like take a really cool screenshot or something. Man, I wonder how this like looks on Chrome. Not on Chrome, but like on video. Yeah, I guess I could have that running, but yeah. Looks good. Let me just like, there we go. Yeah. So if you're ever wondering like what specs I was wondering, like stuff like that, it's like that's it. And I kind of have like a bunch of new goals. I kind of already mentioned it. It's like I want to make my music player more in line with like what I have like themed out. Yeah, I want to make it red. I want to look into more Linux tools, because there's honestly quite a bit. I was not expecting, like, just so many, but you know, it's like Linux. And then eventually I kind of just want to get rid of Windows 11 on my machine, because it's like, I don't really like it. Or at least I'm going to reduce the size to, like, I don't know, 200 on the partition, because it's like, I think I'd only really use it as like a development environment and not actually like just like actually like daily driving it. But yeah, some closing thoughts are that like I just kind of wish I built my system up sooner. And also, because like, I kind of bought a lot of music on different storefronts, and I'm kind of like experiencing some issues, which is that I can't just download my music from Apple Music. I have to basically go and open up my MacBook, which is like on the other side of my room, download the music onto a flash drive, and then like go and put it on my Linux machine, and that's kind of annoying. At least on Windows, I could have just taken it and like gone their like application on the App Store and then just download it on my things. So like for Linux, it's like you have to go through this third-party like site, which I don't even think allows for downloading really. And I mean, there's also like the web player and you can stream music, but that's like I just want to add stuff to, well, this. But yeah, I just want to like have people look into Linux, because I think it's really cool, and I think right now is probably the best time to do it, because there's so many people stepping up right now to make it a more user-friendly operating system that honestly caters to like all sorts of people. Like, it's like if you just want something that works, it's like you just go with like Mint, which I think I have that on my other side. And then if you're like me, who's somewhere in the middle, who's not quite brave enough to do Arch Linux, even though they have a new install script that you could just run, like it is the best time to go to Linux. And so I think everyone should at least give it a try. Anyways, that was like my little demo over. I really hoped everyone enjoyed that. And I really hope the music isn't too loud.